There are quite a few buildings on campus and a name attached to each. So who are these people, and what is the hidden history behind the names Bradley students so casually refer to? For this video, we're focusing on just 10 buildings, some academic and some geared towards student life. If you like this video enough, maybe the Scout can go ahead and do another 10 buildings. The Markin Center, which opened in 2009, received an $8 million donation from David Markin, a 1953 Bradley graduate, which earned him the namesake. He was also the president of the Checker Taxicab Company and president of the U.S. Tennis Association from 1989 to 1990. He is also the namesake for the tennis courts across the street. In 2013, Markin passed away at the age of 82. Home to many student groups, Sisson Hall is named after Edward O. Sisson. He was Bradley's first president from 1897 to 1904. He went on from Bradley to receive his PhD from Harvard and eventually became the president of the University of Montana from 1917 to 1921. Olin Hall is the only building on this list not named after a specific person, but rather an organization. The Olin Foundation granted Bradley $2.5 million to fund the equipment and construction of the Sciences Building. It opened in 1969. The next building we'll look at is Westlake Hall, named after Allen Westlake. He was the dean of Bradley's Horology department from 1899 to 1931. The building was originally called Horology Hall and was renamed in 1946. The Horology College closed in 1961, and the building now houses the College of Education and Health Sciences. Westlake was one of the few original faculty members at Bradley. Another original faculty member is Charles Truman Wyckoff, which the Wyckoff Dormitory is named after. It was built in 1953 after the history instructor, who also served as interim president for 6 months in 1925 and served as dean of the college thereafter. When he retired in 1937, he donated $25,000 to the university. The Wyckoff dorm also shares a lobby with Harper, named after William Rainey Harper, maybe one of the more impressive scholars that have connections to Bradley. Harper was the first president of the University of Chicago and had a hand in convincing Lydia Moss Bradley to open the school before her death rather than after. Soon after his persuasion, Bradley was opened in 1896. Just a stone's throw away from the historic Harper Wyckoff is this behemoth, Geisert Hall. Named after Charles Geisert, the florist from the neighboring Pekin left his $400,000 estate to the university after his death in 1971. The hall was opened in 1970 and still stands as Bradley's tallest building. Another name earned from a donation was Williams Hall, named after Herbert Lewis Williams and his wife Annie. Herbert was an alumnus from the class of 1905, but died in 1950. The building was honored to the Williams in 1966, with Annie present. The only other woman on this list is Irene W. Heights, the namesake of Heights Dormitory. She graduated in 1906 and was known as Irene Phillips. She also gifted $50,000 to the university to build an all-girls dorm on campus, earning her the name. And last but not least is the Garrett Center, named after Romeo B. Garrett, the first African-American professor at Bradley. Garrett retired from teaching in 1976, and the building was dedicated to him in 1977. In 1964, the Garrett Scholarship was established and has served hundreds of students since then. Garrett died in March of 2000. If you've enjoyed this video by the Scout, leave a like and check out more content at bradleyscout.com.